So everybody thinks this little cabin that I built recently is livable as is, but there are at least 10 things that I've been putting off or that I haven't had time to do that are still needed to make this cabin a fully self-sufficient little accommodation. Let me show you. So let's start with the cabin interior itself. Whilst it's getting quite comfortable with a nice bed that I built, handmade, made a video about it as well. The ceiling is coming along nicely, still missing some shelves, the wood stove in the corner, a little table, but apart from that, it's almost ready to go. Another adjustments that I've been putting off for a while is the deck. So as you can see, it's pretty worn already. It's got some damage from the water before I put the gutter. And in retrospect, if I had to do it again, I wouldn't color the deck the same as the cabin. I would just paint it natural. So I'm gonna have to sand it again and treat it again. So that's one job I've been putting off, but I better do it quite quickly before it gets completely rotten. Now onto the toilet. Pretty much operational, but there's still a few little things. The steps are already worn by the weather, and I'll need to put a flooring in there because the current flooring is not too great. Apart from that, I'm pretty happy with the result, but I still need to put a sink in. So I'll put a sink here in this corner, and same, maybe a little shelf. Like I said, finishing the flooring. Maybe as well put a cover underneath the toilet so it covers the chambers here, and that will be done. Not too much work, but a little bit. And now on to number 5. So I made a few videos recently about the water tank. That was a mission and a half. So now that it's finally in, the system is working, it's catching water from the gutter into the pipe to the water tank, and it's been a mission. But so I need to fill it, refine it, fill it back, get a pipe out here, connect the pump to it, and I think this project will be done. One thing I probably need to be doing as well on this one is fixing this ugly connection here. So when I initially built it, I made this really ugly connection here, which is still leaking a little bit. It is working, but it is leaking. So I might just cut the whole thing, fix it, put just a 100 mil all the way through. Which brings me to my number 6 point, and is fixing the gutters. So when I initially put the gutters in, I didn't put it all the way to the end, which means when it currently rains a lot, it leaks from that side there. So we'll finish that gutter. It's the same thing on the other side. We'll paint that one in, and we should be ready to go with the gutters. Eventually, I'm gonna have to cut the branches or fully that tree up to that tree there, up to the level of the cabin, because those big leaves there makes my life miserable with the gutters clogging there. So that's not good news with the water flow. So I have to find a solution there too. Probably already guessed, there is no amenities in the cabin itself, so everything is built outside, including the toilet, but the shower as well, which in this little nook of forest there, I'm gonna build something, but it's still to be done. And that's definitely one of the amenities I want before I can say that the cabin is self-sufficient. Shower is good, we're not savages. And which brings me to another point, which is the bush kitchen. I mean, we have to feed ourselves, right? So in this nook next to the cabin, it's not too far from the cabin, we'll build a little pathway here. And we've already sort of cleared this area. We'll flatten it or put a deck, but that's eventually where the bush kitchen is going to be. So a little pergola, maybe we're looking online for something used. Put a deck, a roof, a gas stove, a bottle of gas, and that's where we'll do a little cooking. Like I said, it's not too far from the cabin. And really shit, I'll just turn this around. There you go. So it's not too far from the cabin, but yeah, it will be outside as well. So as you can see, there's still quite a few little things to be done, including mainly the amenities, the shower, the bush kitchen, finishing the water system. And you'll ask, but how is that all going to be connected? How are you going to bring the water to the shower, to the bush kitchen, to even the cabin or the sink in the toilet, and even maybe a few lights in the cabin? And to that I'll say, hold that thought. Like I initially thought I'd be up to the task of building an entire 12-volt system with solar panels, etc. I've absolutely no experience. If you didn't get that by now, by me building this cabin and all the mistakes that I've made, well, I'm telling you now, absolutely have no experience in building. I'm not an electrician, I'm not a plumber. So I do make mistakes, it takes me time, it takes me money to fix them, sort of making it a point to try to do it by myself still. But in this case, I think I might go with a little portable power station instead and just plugging the apparels that I want to the power station. So I'm considering the EcoFlow Delta 3 at the moment. That's what I've been looking at, and put a portable solar panel, which should be enough to power a few lamps and especially the water pump, which will then pump the water up to the cabin or up to the bush kitchen, up to the sink in the toilet, and up to the shower as well. So I think with the EcoFlow, I should be all right. I'm not sponsored or anything. That's just looking at the reviews, probably the best I could come up with. But we'll see how we go. I haven't ordered it yet, but I think that's going to be my next step. It should be pretty simple to install and to connect. Just drilling a few holes through here and there, and that's probably going to be one of my next video to see how the electric system is panning up to be. And finally, number 10, a little landscaping around the cabin. So that's going to be necessary as well to make sure we don't get swallowed by the forest, but it's a pretty dense area of the forest here in Australia, and vegetation grows quite quickly. So if you're not simply making the perimeter sort of easy to maintain, then it's really hard. The vegetation grows just so fast, and it creates a lot of work. So a bit of landscaping to avoid having to do too much high maintenance in the area. As you can see, the toilet is already already lost in the weeds over there. So yeah, a little landscaping goes a long way. As much as I can get the mower through, probably the best. And that's it for this week. As you can see, no building this week, no building projects. We've been quite busy with the kids' holidays, but I do have a fairly big list of things to get through. I'm quite interested to see how the electricity systems comes up, because it's kind of like a big one for this cabin. Without the electricity, I can't get the water flowing. So without the water flowing, a bit of power, I can really say it's a self-sufficient system, and that's essentially what I'm interested in building here. So it's all dependent on that system. So I'm quite keen on putting that in and see what that does, and I think it'd be a big milestone for this cabin. Anyways, thanks for watching. If you're interested in this sort of quirky, no experience DIY projects, please don't hesitate to like this video, subscribe, and until next time.